What's going on YouTube? Crypto Matrix here, coming at you another cryptocurrency stream. And guys, we have a lot of price action going on today. My gosh, just biblical gains board wide right now. I wanted to talk about Ethereum, AMP, and Bitcoin. I wanted to show you guys the patterns that I found, which could yield you guys some excellent profits. But guys, let's be real. A lot of these trades already broke out within the last day or two. I want to go over the patterns which led to these breakouts and the indication plays that made it a reality, guys. If you're not subscribed yet, definitely smash that subscribe button, smash that like button, and guys, I'm going to dive right into the price action. And for those of you looking for specific coin requests, you have to become a member, guys. I'm getting a lot of coin requests. I obviously can't take them all here, but what I would like to do is, until I start my second tier membership, I want to give anyone who basically becomes a member at tier 1 in room 101 the opportunity to get one coin request a month. Guys, that's only $5. That's easy peasy. And guys, if you're curious about room 101, that is where Mr. Anderson started his journey as he left the Matrix and became the leader of the revolution, basically. So guys, this is basically the start of your journey if you're just finding my page. If you want the loyalty badges and the custom emojis and the priority response to comments as well as a coin request, and guys, I'm going to probably do that up until like 20 or 30, 40, 50 members, and then I'll bump that up to a tier 2 necessity. Okay guys, so if you want a coin request, become a member. It's going to be cheap for the first several people that sign up. Okay guys, I want to do that for you guys. Now guys, I wanted to focus a lot on Ethereum right here. There's been a lot of hype just waiting for this movement to happen, and guys, in this video right here 6 days ago, I was talking about this movement coming, guys, just about to pop, and here it is in the price action, guys. Remember, we had this big channel, lots of patterns within patterns, guys. I do have the medium ones laid out for you guys right now. So let's just go over what we're working with right here. So guys, I think in my last video, it was right around, I'd say right around here, right? And I was actually saying watch for the indication play here, which way we were going to go. And guys, we did end up breaking to the upside, guys, just a nice little long. Let me know if you caught that in the comments, up to at least there. Remember what I said, when we break the resistance, look for a long, and then ride it up to minimally at least the next resistance of this pattern. Okay, an easy trade, guys. I've actually been joking with a lot of my Zioneers that man, it's been a feeding frenzy all week. It doesn't get any easier than this, and this is just replicant of that, guys. And let's be real, I had this target projection laid out back here in red, just moved it over, guys. It happened. That's the beauty of the technicals, guys. I had some comments in one of my videos recently saying that you can't predict where the price action is going in the immediate. Guys, you can. You really can. We're not psychic, obviously, but with indications and readings of the volume and the candles, it does tell a very good story, guys. And let's be real, if you can't figure that out, that's what Zion is for, okay? When I'm doing YouTube, I can't give you guys the most advanced charts. It's not going to make sense to too many of you. And that's the point. You have to kind of build a solidified base of understanding to actually make good trades, make good entries, and then when you're applying leverage, remember, those stop losses get there quick. Those gains are, extrapolated as well as the losses, guys. You really have to master this to make really good profits, guys. But let's be real, you could even probably just dollar cost average into crypto and make some real good money, okay? Zion is a place for people really trying to discover financial freedom through trade and making gains, okay? And guys, let's be real, join Zion, see for yourself. Okay, so we did have a lot of patterns which played out right out of this, okay? I would actually call this an ascending triangle, okay? Now, the reason I say kind of is because it's not a totally straight point of resistance there. It's a little up, okay? So, but to be honest, it broke so much like an ascending triangle, that's why I'm even just calling it that at this point, okay? But remember, it does need a clear point of resistance there. Remember, the volatility of crypto, guys, is not always going to avail us perfect patterns. We're in the developmental stages of a currency, okay? Quite simply, okay? Right up into what I would call a flag, okay, guys? Now, in essence, there's a lot of confusion on flags and wedges and all this stuff, guys. It must be a continuation movement. We must have a total flipping of the EMAs. We have had that. We're even above the 7, guys, and then a continuation movement happened. Now, I'm getting the question right now, are we getting a pennant right here? Entirely possible, okay? Let's go down to the smaller time frames just for a second. Entirely possible, guys, okay? But notice we do have a clear point of support, okay? So this actually, at the moment, just based on the 15, looks like a descending triangle, which means we're running into some resistance. And guys, here's why. Let's zoom out for a moment. Let's go back up to the 1 hour. Geez, let's even go to the 4 hour. Hold on. Okay, so guys, we go back to right here. Notice we have a lot of resistance right here. Okay, we have a lot of chop. Like, go back in time to right here. Okay, lots of moments of indecision, supports and resistances, guys, and that's why we're kind of getting stomped out right there. And that was even the relevance of the target projection, guys. So for instance, if you were just in a long ETH trade, you know, I would have closed it by now. That would be the smart thing to do. Not only that, but you go down to the stotch, notice we are in oversold territory. Okay, guys, there's nothing wrong with locking in your profits. I do it all the time. I suggest you do as well. Okay, guys, that's exactly what I'm looking at for Ethereum. And then when we're talking patterns, we're gonna have to go down to the smaller time frames. And like I said, we could have a possible descending triangle, which could break us down to at least the EMA 20. Okay, and you can play that on any time frame. Remember to cross the road. And as the indication plays a rise in combination with volume, notice we are going to get a decrease in volume, and then the move will happen right around here. So probably like right around there, give or take. Okay, drew that circle a little too far ahead. It's like right there. But you get the idea, guys. Okay, after a decrease in volume will come an increase and follow subsequently a move. But it could go something like that, in which case we could break up further. Okay, let's see what happens. Okay, we actually have to play this one in direct combination with the volume. Okay, guys. And let's move on to Bitcoin, guys. Lots of hype on Bitcoin. For those who are curious, I teach the majority of my courses involving Bitcoin right now. And in Zion, all of the classes yesterday got this indication and pattern play. And I've left this some pretty bare for you guys, so I can actually do some of this with you guys right now. And we are on the 15 minutes. Let's just do some drawing right here, and then we'll go over what we're looking at right now. Okay, so as we got the breakout of this pattern, guys, I was actually calling this one, and this was just screaming that we were going to get a rejection. I mean, look at all the points of resistance there. Okay, then the indication play came right after the breakout on this one, but let's be real, you go down to the 5, and there it is right there. That's why you cross the road, guys. Go down to the 5 minute, you see that right before the break. That's an excellent profit and gain right there. Easy money all day. Okay, and then we went right into an inverse head and shoulders right here, very dirty. Again, we're on the smaller time frames, guys. It's not going to be all beautiful patterns. Okay, right into some wedge. Okay, I'm just going to do this right with you guys. Okay. Now notice we form chains very quickly here. Okay. Lots of chaining opportunity. Very strong breakout here, more chain. Okay, this is a chain break. When it's that abrupt, like basically vertical, that's when the chain is broken. You can start to look for a new pattern. Okay, this one right here, the drop down is very close. Okay, that's about as almost vertical as I would still call a wedge, guys. Any more vertical, you know, that's just a movement. Okay, but right out of that, a nice little movement. And you have to even go down to the 1 minute to get these even smaller patterns, guys. Right into a Bart Simpson. Okay, so just that like that. Okay, and then let's just draw this big wedge right here. This is really just jumping out with a brief moment of oversold territory. But guys, you get the idea. You could then dice this down to even smaller patterns on the 1 minute and really see all these wedges, guys. I'll even just do this for you. Okay, here's a very clear one here. We're going to make all these white. Okay, so this is what I'm talking about when I'm saying patterns within patterns. Patterns within patterns. What do ascending wedges tend to do? Break to the downside. Okay, there it goes. These things are all over, guys. They're all over. Okay, I could keep going, but you get the idea. Okay, let's save some time. Really mark these up so you can see which way the price action is going, and then combine it with volume, guys. It's really easy money. And basically everyone in Zion yesterday was saying, guys, I remember several sessions right here. And I'm saying, guys, watch for the indication play in combination with volume. And guys, we got it right here, even on the 7 and the 20. You can pull up the Bollinger Bands, you can pull up the Stotch. You had everything. You had it all. Okay, you had every little thing you can imagine right here, guys. It doesn't get any better than that. It really doesn't. So that was an excellent trade, excellent profits, guys, on the Bitcoin price. Easily could have ridden that up to almost 5%. If you're even using 10x leverage, almost 50%, guys. Congratulations to all who took that trade. A very easy one. Okay, but let's just jump up to what we're going with right now. Now we could be getting almost a mimicking kind of pattern like we were seeing in Ethereum, but a little bit more developed. Obviously, Bitcoin has had some much higher price action over time, which has given it slightly more developmental time as well. Okay, so for instance, we could form several things here. We could get like a, a double top right here and then start to go back down. We could form a head and shoulders. Okay, we could form, a pennant. Okay, we could form, a big wedge, which could break up or down. Okay, play your indications into the patterns that form out to make this trade a reality, guys. But let's be real, the biggest pattern we were really watching yesterday was this guy right here. So this one right here. Okay, that's the one I was watching. But guys, everybody in Zion caught it from right here. Let's go. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that, guys. Massive, massive gains in the Bitcoin price. If you're not making the gains you deserve, you really just need to join Zion and make the gains. Make the gains. If you honestly don't know how to trade and you're kind of just on the internet talking and not making a lot, like if you're not a millionaire trading, what are you doing? What are you doing, guys? Like seriously, if I can do this from like 20 grand to where I'm at now, like what are you doing? I don't know. My gosh, guys, I hope you're making the gains you deserve. That's why I do YouTube. So anyway, that's exactly what we're looking for in Bitcoin, guys. And we do have a lot of resistance right here. Like for instance, we go up to the bigger time frames. We go back in time and you can clearly see a lot of resistance here, almost like a giant box. Okay, like basically starting from right here into here, we have a lot of just thick resistance right here. We have to break through that to actually start to even think about retesting this all-time high, guys. And then we have a lot of, this is just a mountain of resistance right here, guys. We have a lot of work to do. We did just leave the reaccumulation phase, okay? I nailed that one to a T, guys. I couldn't be happier about that. But guys, once we hit around 50,000, we ran into some chop. Okay, we now need more bullish behavior, including in the volume, more just people getting involved and making this coin move, guys. But remember what happened last year. Very dull. Right up into September and October, and then bam. Mark my words. It's going to happen again. I'm very excited. Very excited. Very excited, guys. That's exactly what I'm looking at in the Bitcoin price, guys. Let's go over to AMP. Now, this is an interesting one, guys, because we're kind of downtrending right now, okay? We've broken trend. I mean, we're kind of leaning down. We've had a total flipping of the EMAs. Even the Stotch is reading down on the 4-hour. I mean, this is some serious bearish behavior on AMP right now. Okay, here's how I want you guys to play this. Okay, go back in time. Look for major supports. And to be honest, we could be at them right now. Okay, there's one right here at 0.051. And then the last line of defense, which is 0.038. Okay, those would be where I'd be looking to make entries. Okay, that being said, I mean, guys, we could go even lower than that if support is not found here. Okay, but that's what I've been doing, and guys, let's be real, that's why I cashed out in these two spots. Okay, not all. That being said, I am riding basically all free AMP now, and that's glorious. This coin will have its day. To be honest with you, I'm actually very surprised we're kind of reaching down this far, but guys, it's an excellent opportunity to buy the dip. That's why I'm emphasizing this coin right now. A lot of people are like, well, you got to tell people. I always do, guys, but let's be real, I'm telling you way before right now. Okay, this could go a little bit lower. If so, try to grab that dip. But what I would be doing if you're looking to buy AMPs, kind of be dollar cost averaging into it in these down times when we're below trend. Worst case scenario, we could end up, right around down here, and then probably getting a solid recovery, especially as Bitcoin starts to surge. Okay, as we know, Ethereum's really pumping right now. That's exactly how I'd be playing AMP, guys. Watch for the flippings, watch for patterns to play out with a little bit of solidification, and then you'll make a good move, guys. But just even in the patterns, we could have a very tight descending tightening wedge. Okay, now guys, as this coils up in simplicity here, let me get my paintbrush out here. As this coils up, you can expect the movement to come. Okay, and then play your indications. I would even like to use the Stotch for this one, Bollinger Bands even. And then play maybe even the 7 and the 20 as of confirmation before I take my entry if you're not playing it on the earlier indication, okay? And then always combine in with the volume. But guys, just in simplicity, notice this massive decrease in volume, guys. I mean, a move is coming. It's coming. Get your bags ready. In simplicity, we break resistance, ride it up to at least the 200, okay, and then you can definitely get your measurement from the back, okay? Put it right to wherever the breakout is. Either way, ride it that way. But if we do break up, you do have the EMAs as points of reference to watch for volume and reversal, okay? Easy understanding moments, guys. And that's about all the time I have for today, guys. And if you're not following me on my socials yet, be sure to go right over. I give you the early warning as best I can with the laser eyes. And guys, we're just on fire left and right. It's just a beautiful thing. And for those really looking to discover financial freedom, you have to go right over to the student program right now and get signed up. We've had several new signups this week, and guys, it's just incredible. When people have that first session, they see the camera light up, and I'm right there telling them how to do everything. It just changes their life, and I feel this, they feel it. It's actually just been one of the best places of joy for me, to be honest. Aside from just making a lot of money, it has been a pivotal place of happiness for me, guys. I love seeing you guys make all this money. It's so good. It's so incredible. Something I even do with the students now is I just ask them how much profit they're at, and it's just, gosh, it's so rewarding to hear, 20, 30, 40, and guys, I got some people in much higher profit than that. They're going to have to disclose it themselves. But guys, oh my gosh, I wish I had a teacher for my first 10 years. My gosh, I'm expediting your guys' process exponentially. I mean, you guys could be millionaires within a year if you just grind it away. And I know that seems far-fetched, but guys, it can be done. Think of it as just trade volume. You trade a certain amount of trades at a certain profit, you're there. That's all it takes, okay? Keep trading, keep grinding away. You make a bad trade, get back up on that horse. Devise a system as well. You make a few bad trades, take a break, Understand it's a process for learned understanding to actually make success actually readily apparent for yourself. You can't just jump in full tilt and expect to do leverage trade at your first 5 hours even, guys. Not going to happen, all right? This is hard stuff. It's not easy, okay? Yes, I'm making it easy, and we do have a 100% success rate right now. And what that means is, yes, we've had probably, I'd say, 4 people drop out, but one guy only went like 1 or 2 hours. That was before I had the 5-hour rule. And the 3 people that kind of just didn't continue on, they didn't lose any money. So let's be real, guys. Until somebody like gets, liquidated bad or, loses all their money, guys, I'm going to be hard pushing you guys into Zion until the doors close. You guys deserve this. Go for it. Take it. The time is now. Seize it while you can. My gosh, it's incredible what we're going through right now. And you're going to look back on these moments, and I'll just be transparent. If you thought about pulling the trigger and don't, you will regret this. Think about it, guys. Think about it. My page is brand new. Imagine me with 400,000. There's no way I'd be able to do this. Do this while you can. Okay, guys, some amazing times in Zion, and guys, just remember, if you don't come from a rich family must come from you. I am Crypto Matrix. I'll catch you guys later.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.